hate. Hate. What do you want me to do about it? We love a little, for a while. Then we grow tired one day. There is little I can do about it. To wait and wait. That is all she knows how to do. Hearing myself cry, I could see my mother. My heart has arthritis. I cannot tell you anything, my daughter. It is your age. Mother, the years go by, written on my face. Why remain quiet?
Hello, I'm Clara Leunaf, the writer and game designer of Child of the Pyre and Winter Voices. I run a small indie company named C.O.R.E. here in Paris. We've been working on Winter Voices since 2012, among other projects, and now we're ready to work on our new RPG, Child of the Pyre. The story is taking place in the 19th century. You play a 24-year-old woman who's traveling through a northern country with the ashes of her father, looking for a place to set them free. She is dealing with various issues: her relationship with her body, her traumas, the shape of her soul. It's a story about mourning, about family, about growing and going on. Your character loves to read, and Child of the Pyre is mostly about stories. Stories she hears, books she likes, letters she receives. In Child of the Pyre, a library is like a big dungeon hub where your heroine can read, think, and learn. The story is a continuation of Winter Voices, but you won't need to play Winter Voices to enjoy Child of the Pyre. The gameplay will, in fact, be very different. Child of the Pyre is a psychological, puzzle-oriented RPG with a unique gameplay and story. It will most likely look like nothing you ever played, and as long as we have the funds, we're confident we can make a clean, interesting game. Winter Voices development was discontinued at the end of 2011. Then, I immediately founded C.O.R.E. to continue the work. Nothing is more frustrating than an unfinished story. That's why I decided to invest all my savings to complete Winter Voices. I worked on this nearly alone, and released the last 2 episodes of the game 2 years later, as well as a giant patch that corrected hundreds of bugs and made the gameplay a lot smoother and nicer. I did it because I think this game is great, and because as a player I hate it when a story ends up unfinished. Dozens of players send me messages and mails telling me how the game helped them, how it was special to them. A lot of them were women who were deeply affected by the heavy topics approached in Winter Voices. All these messages really meant a lot to me. It made me understand how the work I did here was positive and important. How the video game industry needs games like that. Winter Voices was far from perfect, and it frustrated me. I always wanted to deliver a better game with a more coherent gameplay, more fluid, smoother, easier to pick up, more balanced, with a good bug-free engine. Child of the Pyre is the opportunity to do just that. But C.O.R.E. is a little indie company. A minimum of 30,000 euros is necessary to develop the minimal, clean, bug-proof, and interesting version of Child of the Pyre. We don't have that much money. This is where you can play a role. By pledging to our Kickstarter campaign, you can help us make this game a reality. In Child of the Pyre, you explore and fight in your inner world and in the inner world of others. You can read books, listen to your friends' stories, have dreams, and even hallucinations. All of these events will give you access to an inner, metaphoric world where you can fight metaphorical, puzzle-like battles. It is not real-time, but it is not turn-by-turn either. We designed a twisted turn-based gameplay that we called reactive turns. A turn happens only when you use an ability, and elements on the map may not all play their turns depending on the area of effect of your ability. We can communicate this very easily, making it both intuitive and deep. Every time you solve one of these puzzles, you loot items called states of mind, which represent both your experience and your gear. Child of the Pyre doesn't directly count your experience as a number. Experience has an identity. You don't gain experience, you collect experiences. You can then equip these items in your soul inventory. The items you equip will directly impact your gameplay. Sometimes, at key points in the scenario, you will loot a very important state of mind called mythology. You can only equip one mythology at a time. It represents your very approach of things and deeply changes your gameplay. Pyre Princess, for example, is a mythology that allows you to burn elements on the puzzle map instead of reorganizing them. Let's say your heroine reads a book where the main character is a master of denial. She will gain a state of mind representing denying. She can then choose to equip it to gain a new ability relative to denying. There are 3 categories of states of mind, depending on how you earn them: books, memories, and encounters. And the number you can equip in each category depends on your character statistics and on the mythology you equipped. For example, Secrets of the Norns mythology allows you to equip more books, while Shadow's Friends allows you to equip more memories. As you can see, this is still a turn-based RPG, but their approach differs sensibly from what we are used to play. Child of the Pyre is not a game about killing things. You don't kill things in Winter Voices, and you won't kill things ever in Child of the Pyre. It's not about how you can reduce a health bar to 0. It's about how you can solve a given situation and gain experience from it. You can help us by pledging to our Kickstarter. We need money to pay the artists and the sound designers and actors. This is what will be covered mostly by the 30,000 euros of the first milestone. We'd like to reach higher milestones so we can add some diversity and novelty in the game graphics and sounds, as well as adding secondary quests. You can also help us by sharing the word about this campaign to as many people and seats as possible. Thank you very much.